Hello there. Who's here ready to join? Walid, are you there? Walid, are you going to join in? Can you all hear me? Hi there.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome back.
Thank you. Sorry, I had to go, so I turned it off. Sorry for that.
It's great when people control their own microphones and know how to work everything, because sometimes that means if everything works much better then.
Yeah.
So that's good. Great. Now, I'm going to post a link because we're going to read some things today. And this is text has got some words wrong. Some of the words are actually not the right word, but they sound like the right word. And it's a bit of fun, I think. I like them because we have to understand what we're reading, because sometimes people read in English and they just read and they concentrate on the words too much and the sound of the words. Karima, you're muted, are you? I don't know. Let's see. You're not in, because you're not in the room. That's why you have to join the room. You probably think you're muted because you can hear everybody, but you're not actually in the room. I don't see you in the room at all. I've heard this before. Sometimes people think they're in the room because they hear it, but they're not in the room, and so they're speaking and they're wondering why we can't understand them. So first of all, I'll get the link. It's about Bob Marley. So you may have read it before, actually, but if you have, don't worry, we can ask you some interesting things about some of it. So here is the link. Bob Marley is the Rastafarian reggae artist, and I like his albums from the early 70s. I think those albums from the time before he got a little bit technical, they were pure sound, and I like those albums. Does anybody know any of the songs?
Yeah, Bad Boys.
Bad Boys. How does it go? Can you sing it? Because I don't know that song.
I like Bad Boys, what you gonna do? And that's it.
Really? But that's a Bob Marley song. It doesn't really sound like him.
Which singer you mean? Which singer you said?
Bob Marley.
Ah, Bob Marley, yeah.
So like, no woman, no cry.
Yes, yes. Reggae music.
Reggae music, yeah.
Oh, don't let them school ya.
Yes.
Don't let them school ya.
Yes.
Or even teach ya, or something like that.
Or fool ya.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was it. Yeah, that was it.
Oh.
I can't remember the lyrics.
Then down low, let me tell you what I know. Ooh, yes.
Where is the guitar, please?
The guitar?
Where is your guitar? Yeah.
That's it, yeah.
The party just starting now.
No woman, no cry.
Cry, yes. Yes.
So, I'm going to share the text as well. And where are you? Here we go. There he is with his woolly hat on there. And the Wailers. I like the name of the band, actually. The band name is really good. Bob Marley and the Wailers. Because, you know this word wailing? Wailing is like the Wailing Wall in Jerusalem, or the wailing is a kind of sound, isn't it? And we're looking for something called a malapropism. So,
Misspelled words, I think.
well, a malapropism is more than a misspelling. spelt word because it's sometimes intentional.
Okay.
Comedians do it intentionally. I know one example which I think is quite funny is a little bit naughty actually. So maybe I can't use it here. I'm trying to think of some, but sometimes comedians use them. They deliberately get the wrong word and they make a kind of a pun
Okay.
using a word which is not correct. I'm just wondering whether I can say one or not. It's not exactly rude, but it's just a little bit on the naughty side. But I'll try it, shall I? Cover your ears if you're sensitive. So, I remember a comedian was telling jokes in a pub, and ding, 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 and then he was talking about closing time, and he said, "The bell is ringing. Time, gentlemen, please." Instead of gentlemen, he said, "Time, gentlemen, please."
Oh dear.
Yeah, I told you it was bad. So,
Okay.
it's when you say the wrong word. So in the text, we've got to look out for these wrong words, okay? So let's move the text down. So that's what a malapropism is. Talking blues. My feet is just, no, not my feet. Your feet is just too big for your shoes. I've been down. Oh, my singing voice isn't on at the moment. On the rocks too so long. I seem to wear a permanent screw. And then when he says that, three girls echo the sound and go, screw. I liked the early Marley, early 70s Marley. So some words in the text are not well chosen, or maybe they are well chosen. It depends whether they were accidents or not. They sound like the correct word, but have a different meaning. They are mal, that means bad, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Mal, not appropriate, badly appropriate, malapropisms. Try to find the correct word that sounds like these words. So, paragraph 1. Let's see who's there to start paragraph 1. Abdullah Turgut, are you on the mic?
I'm on the mic, but okay, I will try it. I cannot promise, but I will try. Okay. Many musicians have influenced modern society, but it's hard to think of another who was as ironic as Bob Marley. Decades after his death, his portrait, his hairstyle, and even his way of talking are recognizable as symbols of the political and moral ideas he spread. Although he lived only 36 years, Marley expressed a universal message of peace, justice, and brotherly love that reached every continent and inspired the people of every nation.
Well, you know, there's one on there that I didn't do, but I think I have to do it. I'm going to make a note of it. You see the word universal message of peace?
Yeah.
Well, the word message has a very good common malapropism. Do you know what it might be? Have you got an idea for that one?
Massage.
Yes.
Massage.
Yes. And there's a joke on the internet. I've seen a sketch with Peter Sellers pretending to be French, and he as Clouseau. Do you know Clouseau? Clouseau is the detective, the French detective in the Pink Panther.
Ah, Pink Panther. Okay.
And Clouseau goes and says, "Do you have my massage?" And he says, "No, you can't have a. You don't have a massage here. We're not that kind of place." So, and a kind of conversation goes on. So yeah, that one will have to become a massage. But the others, what do you say about the others? So we've got them highlighted. We've got
Okay.
Symbols.
Okay, symbols is well here. Symbol is actually a instrument, isn't it?
yeah. So this is really just a homophone.
Yeah, it's an homophone. Yeah. Symbols. You have to write it SYMBOLS.
Yeah, okay, so that's one of them. And we could also look if anybody can give me any ideas to change some more words, because maybe there are some other words. I've labelled message for massage, that could be good. And maybe we could fit up some more words here. But there's one that's there. What do you think of the one that's highlighted?
Actually, I have no idea. I don't know. So,
Well, Hazel's got it there.
yeah.
Hazel's got it. We've got some funny sound at the moment. Is that... Burton, are you on the mic? Okay, it's gone now. So, yeah, Hazel's got the idea for that one. Ironic is not really appropriate, but as Hazel said, iconic makes sense.
Oh. Okay.
Nobody was as iconic as Bob Marley, so he's a great icon. So, not really ironic, but iconic. Now, does anybody see any other words which might be easy to change and might have a word which sounds a bit similar?
Let me see.
I don't see any, but I'm looking. Oh, maybe, I don't know if it's a good one, but what do you think about, instead of reached, I could put something that sounds like reached, another word that rhymes with reached. What word might there be that rhymes with reached?
Reach. Peach. I don't know. Reach peach.
I might choose bleached. How do we spell bleached? Is it EA or E? Yes, that's a good word, isn't it? Bleached. Because it's really just nonsense. But maybe that's not such a good one. Anyway, let's try paragraph 2.
Inspired.
Jack,
Inspired.
inspired, what could we use for inspired?
Influenced. Impact.
And a good malapropism has to be almost the same sound.
Okay.
And so, is there a good word that's like inspired?
Fired. I don't know.
I know there is one. There is a good one, which is a kind of good. I think it might work. Expired,
Okay.
and expired, almost like it killed them.
Ah.
Well, if they had bleach, then I expect it would kill them. So it bleached every continent and expired the people of every nation. But then people might believe it because it makes sense then, doesn't it? So, okay, we've got 2 there. And let's see if we can find some more for paragraph 2. Jack, hi there. Jack Walter.
Hi.
So, I'll move the screen down, Jack. And paragraph 2 is just a short paragraph there. So, from his birth. So could you read it for me?
From his birth in 1945, Robert Nesta Marley represented a spirit that transgressed race and social class. His father, Norval, was a white middle-class employee of the Jamaican government. His mother, Cedella, was a poor black teenager. The marriage didn't last long. However, social pressure from Norval's family drove the couple apart.
Good, okay, so there's only one marked here. Any idea what that word might be? That's this one, transgressed. It's transgressing something has a meaning. If you transgress something, it's like rules are broken or something.
Violated.
Yeah, so it doesn't really work in this sentence though, so this is the malapropism. So what's the word that sounds a bit like it?
Discrimination.
No, it have to be the same.
Discrimination.
Well, we need a word that is very close. So it probably starts with tran. Or it would be...
Transferred wouldn't be suitable.
Transport.
It means we want a word which means it went beyond that. You know, because the spirit that went beyond the boundaries of race and social class, and it's so actually transgress is almost the opposite. because if you transgress, you break something or you break a rule. But we want a word which means to actually be above it and not be held by it.
Is it
I
transcend?
didn't.
Yeah, Firkin's got that word transcended.
Hazel had it.
Oh, did somebody else had it? I was just watching the other screen there. So, okay, let's have a look at the paragraph to see if there are any other words which look like suitable candidates for this kind of butchery. So, I'm looking here. We need to do this well. I think we need to be able to find the word again. So, if we bury it too well, then we just confuse everybody. So, I'm looking for a good word that we could easily make fun of and make it into a malapropism. Maybe any choices there?
Maybe lost instead of last.
Didn't lost long.
Yeah, it would make sense, but
I think, yeah, I'm with you there actually, because I think if you do that one, then it's quite easy to put right, and so that's not a problem. So that it's not particularly funny, but it's a bit funny. Well, it sounds funny, doesn't it? Didn't lost long.
yeah.
But, yeah. I'm having a quick look through the rest of paragraph 2 to see if there's anything else. Sometimes a little collocation is very good to twist up because the phrase has so many strong clues for people. Thank you. I wasn't on the Hangout page and I didn't see what that noise was. But so let's look for some strong collocations. Middle class. That's a kind of compound noun, isn't it, or adjective? So middle class was a white middle class employee. I can't change that one. Okay, well, if there isn't one, social pressure, is there anything there? Social, maybe not. So let's go on. Paragraph 3. So Firkin, your turn to read, please.
Furkan?
I think we've got some problems with
Yeah,
connections
technical
here.
issues. Yeah.
His picture's frozen. He
Yeah.
usually has a very good connection, actually. All right, we'll go over to Mehmet for now. Mehmet, are you there? Mehmet Duras? Yeah, things are cracking up here. We've got some problems. I'm just going to turn my camera off just to keep it a bit stronger. Okay. Mentor, you're there, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're still there. We're losing people because there seems to be a problem with connection at the moment. So,
Yeah.
so try 3.
Okay. Like many other Jamaicans in the 1950s, Sidel and young Bob moved from their rural community to the capital, Kingston, hoping to find more opportunities there. Instead, they found a ghetto that made clear the imbalance in a Jamaican society.
Yeah, what is that? I've forgotten the word now. I'm just looking at that. We can see which word has a malapropism, but
Clear the ambulance, huh? Instead they found a ghetto that made clear the
Ambulance.
what could that be? I've forgotten what that word was now. Have to think about that one and see if we can come back to it. Instead, they found a ghetto that made clear the... it's going to be something about the social class separation, the difference between the rich and poor or something like that. Is there a word which it could be?
condolence, no.
Is balance the word?
Imbalance, maybe. Imbalance.
Amble.
Yeah, that was the word, imbalance.
Yeah.
They found a ghetto that made clear the imbalance in Jamaican society. Yeah, that's it. So, can we do up another word? Let's see. I'm looking for a suitable candidate. We need a word which is quite strong. Rural community. Is there another word that sounds like rural?
Rural.
Maybe
Moral.
floral.
Slum.
Moral.
Moral.
Yeah. What else?
Slum.
I don't know.
Well, because we've got a good clue for rural because we've got moving from it to the capital. So we could put a word there, really. I think.
Plural.
Country.
Plural is a good one. I like that one because it's it's so much nonsense. You see that from their plural. Yes, plural because it's close to rural.
Yeah, actually, there's a website that finds the words with their rhymes. You just have to type the word and it gives words with rhymes with that.
Well, that one rhymes nicely, but I like it anyway because it really doesn't make sense exactly, and it points you quite strongly into the direction of the right word.
Yeah.
So rural, plural. That's a good one. I like that.
You can change capital. You can change the second A into O.
To capital?
Wouldn't that work?
I don't know. I'm just thinking. What does capital mean anyway?
No, the second the second.
Oh, the second A, capital.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, sorry, I'm with you now. Yes, I'm with you now.
Hospital.
Hospital. Yeah, that's funny. So, like many other Jamaicans in the 1950s, Sadila and young Bob moved from their plural community to the hospital. I think if you bury it too deeply in malapropisms, it just becomes total confusion, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'll go for the plural though. That's nice. A plural community, because it makes a lot of sense. The rural community to the capital. So I think that one can be done. So paragraph 4 is next. See if we can fit up some more in this one. We haven't got any in this. There aren't any. There aren't any at all. So, Marina, are you there? Marina Bessara? Okay. Mehmet, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah? You haven't read one yet, have you, Mehmet?
No, he haven't.
No,
He
you haven't. So
He hasn't.
because we skipped past you and Firkin because of the breakdown in connection just a while ago. So if you can read this one, please, Mehmet.
Paragraph 4.
Yes, please.
Bob soon discovered that his main interest was music. In the evening, he and a friend, Neville Riley Livingston, often listened to a radio station from New Orleans.
Still there?
Sorry.
Yeah. In French, it might be something like Orléans, but in English, it's more like Orleans. New Orleans.
New Orleans, that plays songs by Curtis
Mayfield.
Curtis Mayfield, Ray Charles, and Fast Diamond.
Okay, I don't want to change people's names because that's going too far, I think. So let's see if we can find a word. Is there any candidate word here for a change?
Yeah, his main. You can change it. M-I-N-E. The long hair of.
Yes, that's a kind of homophone, isn't it? The long hair of a lion.
Yeah.
And my kids have a T-shirt with the lion on the front, and it says "The Main Man" with M-A-N-E. Yeah, so we could do that. I'm just having a scan through the text there to see if there's another one. Often listened to a radio. Radio's a difficult word to change, I think, isn't it? Listen to a... I don't know many words which end in EO like that. Listen to a...
Can we change stations?
A radio... That would be a good word to change because we've got so many clues as to the word. Radio...
I can't make it up.
Radio...
Stationary? No.
Radio...
Cardio.
Radio wave.
Cardio.
We can't use wave because for a malapropism we've got to make a word that sounds very close and gives a kind of pointer to the right word. Cardio. Where's cardio? Something about heart.
I think instead of
cardio
radio,
instead of radio. Listen to a cardio station. That's fun. Yeah, that's pretty good, isn't it? I like that. Cardio station. Often listen to a cardio. Yeah, that's funny enough, isn't it? That's good. Radio cardio. Yes, cardio. I like that one. Okay, so paragraph 5. That's a very short one as well. This one's got one good one. So let's ask Mustafa. You've read your one, haven't you? But you've read one already. So let's see. Patty, are you here? Patty Sandoval. I've got people in the room, not on the mic, and I'd never know whether they're just unable to connect or not.
yeah, guys, check your microphone settings, please.
Tiago, are you there?
Yes, Leon, I'm here.
Hi there. Yeah.
Hello.
So we're looking for malapropisms, and I'd like you to read that short paragraph 5.
Sure. A local singer helped the two boys develop their own singing purity and meet others who wanted to do the same. One of their new friends was Weston Hubbard McIntosh.
So first of all, we need to find out what that word impunity should really be.
Community.
Community. Could it be community? A local singer helped the two boys develop their own singing community. Can't remember this word. What is it? I can't make sense of their own singing community. What is that word, Diego? Is it? Does anybody have an idea what that word was? I've forgotten what the real words are.
I really have no clue.
A local singer helped the two boys develop their own singing. We'll have to think about that one then.
Opportunity?
No, it wouldn't make sense.
It's something like style, isn't it? Their own singing, but style is obviously not the word because it doesn't sound anything like impunity.
Way, maybe. Can we make way?
Well, no, because it sounds like impunity.
Yeah, sorry.
You've got to have a word that sounds very much like that and has a meaning like musical style. But now I've lost that word. I can't remember.
On singing.
Well, in Portuguese, this word means when you do something and you're not charged with what you've done. For example, you're not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
with impunity, yes, not getting punished.
Yeah, not getting punished.
Maybe immunity.
In this situation,
It could be, maybe it was community, but I just can't remember that word. It doesn't seem so strong. Okay, well, let's say it's community for now, unless we find a better one. So, Tego, that was too short, so let's carry on with you for a moment, please. So, read paragraph 6 as well and see if you can find out what those words should be. There's only one again, but maybe we can find another for this one because it's quite long.
all right. So, in 1962, Marley successfully auditioned for a small record company and began recording songs. He invited his friends to form a group. Livingston, I'm not sure.
Like Dr. Livingston, I presume.
Okay. Called himself Bunny Wailer, McIntosh, who later changed his name to Peter Tosh, along with Marley's backing singers, became Bob Marley and the Wailers. The group's first song, Simmer Down, reached #1 in the Jamaican music charts, and about 30 other songs followed.
Okay, so the first task is to check out that word, which I think is quite funny because it looks like Bob, who was a reggae man, suddenly started working in the accounts office. Because audited.
What
But we've got some sound in that word. Look, or it reminds me. Do you know a program called Audacity?
Yeah.
I love the name of it. I wish I'd chosen that name because it's a great name because it has a kind of sound like audio, but audacity, audacious. You know, we're so audacious to make this program. I like it. But here we've got somebody working in the accounts, audited. So what's the real word there?
edited it wouldn't work. Successfully.
You go to the theatre or you go on stage and somebody shouts next and then you sing a few lines and then they say, no, we're not interested, next.
Yeah, that's an audition, right?
Yeah, that's the word, auditioned. That's the one. So now, that one, audited, should be auditioned. Bob successfully auditioned for a small record company. So now, look at the rest of the words and see if there's another word which we might do a little joke change on. It's a bit difficult because there's too many names. So we haven't actually got that much text. Maybe this could be done. I'm just looking at this.
You're back in English now.
I wonder.
Invented.
Well, we can't say he asked because then that makes perfect sense and it's a completely... So the object is to make it almost not make sense, but be as close to the original word as possible.
He invented, maybe?
He invented his... Yes! Yes! Gotcha. He invented his friends to form a group. That's the word. That's the word indeed. That's good. He invented his friends to form a group. they're all robo-men. Yes. Good one. Nicely done. So, we're down to paragraph 7 and... Yang Zheng, you're back and you live in Europe, so you're not asleep. So can you do paragraph 7 then?
Yes. The year 1966 represented a yearning point in Marley's life.
I love that one. I love that word. A yearning point.
Yearning.
Yeah, I was proud of that one because if you're yearning for something, you know, that year he was really desperate for something. We don't know what it was.
Okay.
Yes, but so we'll have to think about what that word should really be. Carry on reading a moment then.
Go ahead.
Okay.
So go ahead and read the rest of it then. Sorry to interrupt.
He got married in Rita Anderson. He also spent several months in America visiting his mother, who had remarried and moved there. And he became a follower of
Rastafarianism, yeah, that's that one about Ethiopia and the black, yellow, and red. I don't know anything more about it, I'm afraid. But maybe I should read about that next and put some malapropisms in. But yeah, so first of all, look at the word yearning and say what you think about that one.
It's turning.
Turning point, yes. So, Yang Zheng, can you try to find another word which we might mess about with?
Guys, there's too much noise. Please turn off your microphones.
Thank you. Yeah. So, okay. So the year 1966 represented a turning point in Marley's life. So we'll leave that sentence alone.
Maybe it can be earning point in Marley's life.
Well, we've got a good one there, yearning point, turning point. We've done that one. So let's look at the rest of the text there. He got married to Rita Anderson. I don't think we can change that, can we?
Maybe we can change the spent with the sent.
Let's try it. He also spent several months in America. Yeah, that doesn't make enough sense, does it, to be true? So it can't be correct. So it's a good one, I think. He also sent several months in. Yeah, I like that. Today I've had two of a different style to the style I was doing. So I think we can do that one. He also spent several months in America visiting his mother. It just isn't. It just can't be true. Can't be correct. So spent, sent. I like that. Thanks. Okay. Might make a note for that one. And it's paragraph 8. See, this is a bit longer. We might be able to find something here because we've only got one, which I thought was quite funny, but maybe we can find another. So, Abdullah.
Yeah, all right. This is the belief that Ethiopian Emperor Haile Selassie was the direct descendant of biblical King Solomon. Selassie's accession to the throne in 1930 was seen as a sign of an era when black people around the world would be able to achieve social justice through their own efforts. While doing so, they needed to attempt to understand God's work, which manicured itself in the natural order of things.
Well, I'm very proud of the one I've done at the end of the sentence, but there must be another we can do. So tell us about the one at the end of the sentence first. A manicure is what?
Represented.
It's
Represented.
No. Manicure means to use makeup.
It's something to do with nails, I think.
Manicure.
Paints.
You trim. Yeah. Now I got it. You trim your fingernails to trim fingernails.
Paint nails.
But do you know the phrase which it should be? It's a kind of typical phrase in this situation, meaning that it made itself visible or known to us.
Manifested.
Yes, manifested itself, yes. Manifested itself. So we've got two quite tricky words there for this one. It manifested itself. It's really, well, how do you say? It's the kind of English that you wouldn't use in everyday speech, at least. But it's not so rare, manifested itself. The word manifest has other meanings too. It's something in a car, isn't it? What is it in a car? I don't know exactly, a manifest, but to manifest itself means to make itself known, show itself. Like a ghost can manifest itself, appear out of the blue, just suddenly it's there. So let's have a look and see if we've got any other words we could do. I think I can see some possible candidates here. Any ideas, anybody? I'm trying with social justice, but I can't do it. Social justice, I don't have a word for that yet.
Equality.
Yeah, but when we make these kind of malapropisms, we need a word which is very close to the word which we're changing. So we change a word just a little bit, and then everybody can understand what the real word is if they can just feel it. So the word should not change completely. The word should change just a little bit. Maybe keep the same sound, but just be a bit funny because it's really another word. It's the wrong word. So I'm looking.
How about if you change sign into sight?
Let's try. Was seen as a sight of an era. I don't like it too much. It's too. I think we would be lost if we did that.
Okay, I
think so. But that's just my opinion. When black people around the world would be able to achieve social... It works very well on noun phrases because if we have social justice or something like this, then people feel them together as one. Okay, we don't have another one to go in there, so let's move to paragraph 9. There might be a better choice here. So there is one that I like the one I've got here, but I've only got one here. So let's see if so Oliver, are you there on the mic to read? Davidson? Oliver, hi.
I mean, he's briefing, but...
Yeah, hello? Can't hear you.
Oliver Davidson.
Hello? Well, if you're in the room, you have to be on the mic, please. No? Okay. So you can listen from the outside.
Just kick him out.
Yeah, because you have to listen. You know, the trouble is actually that if we have too many people in the room just listening, after a while there's only 2 of us speaking in the room. Because it blocks everybody else coming back in who's lost connection.
Can I try paragraph 9?
Yeah, okay then, Mehmet. Okay. So let me put the screen back. So, it's not going back up now for some reason. Just a moment. 1, 2, 3, click. No. Oh dear. Try again.
Yeah.
It's not going back up. I don't know why. I'm clicking on it, but everybody else is going big when I click on it. But no, strange. I think I did something to break it just then. I'll just stop screen sharing a moment, and then I'll get it back just a moment. So, click on there, click on there, click on there, click on there. It looks like it's coming back. Is it back? Yeah, there we are. So, paragraph 9, off we go. So, Mehmet, you're going to read it, aren't you?
God and by extension, this natural order demanded a respect so strong that it bordered on fear. One biblical word.
Biblical, that word is it? If the word is Bible, but when you use this word, it's biblical.
One biblical word for this is dread.
Dread.
Cutting one's hair for example, could be seen as any unnatural act. So Rastafarians let it grow into padlocks.
Yeah, padlocks though is not the right word. What's the right word?
It's wedlocks.
Not wedlock, no.
No, it is okay.
No, what did you say wedlock? Because wedlock is another lock word.
Okay.
Out of wedlock, out of the marriage status.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But this is a particular word actually for these people, and maybe you don't know it because it's not a word that's used in any other context. So if you don't know what Bob Marley and the Rastafarians call their big long hair that's not cut.
You mean the hair? Okay. What was it? I forgot it.
You know, the word locks is used quite commonly for hair.
Yeah.
Your golden locks, Goldilocks, long golden flowing hair. So locks, a lock of your hair. So the word was dread, and a padlock is a special kind of lock, but not this lock of hair.
Okay.
What is a padlock exactly?
Padlock is used to close your cabins.
And do you know they have a special kind of shape, don't they? They have a kind of twisted piece of metal.
The links and chain.
A chain and link. It's something. There's one central part of the lock, and it has 2 holes in it, and the lock comes out and can click into the other hole. And sometimes they have a combination lock, and sometimes they have a key. But a padlock. Can you envisage a padlock and what one looks like? A padlock is something which is separate from a door or a gate, so it's actually attached to something to keep it closed. A chain might be used with a padlock.
Yeah.
So this word is dreadlocks.
Okay.
So let's see if we can find another word. I don't see so many words here that we can use. Yeah, it's a bit short, isn't it? So perhaps we ought to move on.
Can we change example somehow? No.
Cutting one's hair, for example, for
Instance.
For for exemplar or something like that.
Don't like it that much, do you? I think when they work, you can think, haha, yes, straight away, and it makes good sense. But well, maybe you can. Let's try it. I'll leave it for now anyway. Let's go on to paragraph 10. So perhaps I'm just looking down the. Where are you? Can't see you on the list here. Disappeared.
Who?
You.
Me? No.
Oh, you're at the end, aren't you? Yeah, I see. Yeah. Okay, so would you like to read, Abdullah, would you like to read paragraph 10?
Yeah, I would. Okay. In a 1979 interview, Marley explained that another common Rasta practice, smoking marijuana, had to do with slowing down and focusing on things that are spiritually important. The world will confuse you and you're worried and you don't have no time to think, he said. Herb is acting to give you like a time for yourself so you can live if you use it.
Yeah, we shouldn't really tell people to do this, I suppose, but anyway, let's have a look at the language. We haven't got one in this paragraph, so let's see if we can find a good one. I'm looking, the best places for them are where we have some strong collocations and phrases, because that helps people to find the right word. So they work very well in those situations. So let's see if we can find any place where we've got some kind of collocations or phrases like that. Well, I don't see it actually. It's all a bit of a jumble, isn't it? Slowing down, that's a kind of two-word phrase. Slowing down and focusing on things that are spiritually important. Spiritually? I don't know another word that sounds like spiritually.
Maybe herb into all.
What's your idea, Yang?
Especially?
Yeah, the problem with that is that it actually makes sense and people will just read over it. So a good malapropism makes people sit up and think, wow, what's that? Whereas if you just change the word like spiritually or virtually, then it actually makes a kind of sense and it doesn't really rattle any cages. It doesn't really make anybody notice. So I think that we'll probably leave this one as well, but that one hasn't. This paragraph hasn't got any in it at the moment.
Someone has an idea in the chat.
Flowing down. Ah, that is good. Very nice. Yes, I like that one because you see the style of it. It makes people think that's wrong, but then the word is only one slight sound wrong. And the correct word is quite easy to find once you've seen the wrong word. So that's a really good one, because that's the style. You find a word which sounds like the right word and kind of labels it, almost draws your attention to it and says, this is wrong, haha, what is the right word? So I think blowing down or flowing down, blowing down is even better, isn't it? Had to do with blowing down and focusing, except blowing might be mixed up with a marijuana, I don't know. Flowing down, blowing down, yeah, that's something like that could be good.
We can change think with the wink.
Hey, I prefer that. That's really good. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
Don't have time to wink. Yes, it's a little bit tricky though because it's a quote, and it's not even correct grammar. But it's funny, isn't it? Don't
Yeah.
have time to wink.
Good.
Yes, that might work better in another place, but here it makes sense. I'll go with that one. It's very funny. I like it. We don't have time to wink. Yes, because there is an expression as quick as a wink. Don't have time to wink about it. I think I might have to change a few other words to make it really good, but yeah, that's great. So, but you're not allowed to change words when you're quoting somebody. I think it's bad form, isn't it? So, paragraph 11. Let's see what we've got there. None again. We're missing some again there. So maybe here we can find one. We've got symbol again, but we've done that one already with the cymbal crash, the musical instrument. We've already done that one, so we need to find another here. So let's see if we can. So Yang Zheng, can you just read this one through?
Yes. Because the use of marijuana was illegal, anyone caught smoking could expect to say.
I'm just turning my camera off because I'm losing people here. Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, I could hear you.
Yes.
Yeah, we've lost Yang Zheng. So I'm looking at this paragraph 11 to see if there's anything we can do.
Maybe symbol of defense.
Became a symbol of defense. Yeah, that is one. That is a good one. Instead of symbol of defiance. A little bit tricky to get because there's no other strong clues to say that it's defiance, you see. They work much better when the correct word is not so difficult to find because there are pointers to it. So, for example, the word smoking, if we cover up the word smoking, then it would be easy to find again because the whole sentence is about smoking. Fail, where would that be? Male, bail, where's the word? Jail.
Second
Spend
line.
18 months.
Inhale.
Oh, that's very funny. Inhale. Yes, because it goes with smoking, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We'll spent 18 months inhale. Yeah, that's the best one, I think. Inhale. But it won't be inhale the smoke, which will be this one. It'll have to be inhale this way.
Ah, yeah, could also work. Okay.
Yes, and then it points back to in jail. That's very funny. In fact, that's as good as they are in this text, I think, so that's a very good one. Great. So, I shot the sheriff. Get up, stand up for your rights. Right, so paragraph 12, what have we got? Let's have a look. Again, we haven't got any, just some more songs. So we'll skip past that one. You'll have to listen to me singing a bit more. Get up, stand up for your right. They sang, get up, stand up, don't give up the fight. And I don't know how this one goes. If you knew what life is worth, you would look for yours on earth. I can't remember those words. And now you see the light, you stand up for your right. I just remember the tune. Do you know the tune of that one? Da 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 do da dee da da. Actually, I think Bob Marley's very good at English. I like some of his poems. The lyrics are very good, I think. Chooses words very well. So I like the songs. So I want somebody to read paragraph 13. So we're going to go to Oliver. Are you on the mic there? No, we've got Jack. Jack again.
Yeah, I could read. That message got to the world because the Whalers had been in London in 1971 working on a recording project, Marley went to talk to the head of Island Record, a company that sold Caribbean music to Jamaican immigrants in Britain. This gave the Wailers opportunities unknown to other artists back home, at an advanced use of the best recording studios and a proper album that was heavily promoted. A Tour of Britain and America, a first for a reggae band, soon followed.
Yeah, we usually say reggae. Reggae.
Reggae.
Yeah. Now, can we find any words to play with? Let's make some suggestions about words we can play with here. Hmm. It's tricky to do this, actually. Sometimes you need to look for phrases which are noun phrases like recording studio. That's just 2 words. Something strong. If you do it with a strong word, then it helps people to put it back again. So we've got recording studio. What other strong collocations have we got here?
Developing.
Any ideas? Have you got an idea for how to do that, developing? What can we do with it? Project and object. Let's see, project and object. I'm looking for that word. I've lost it. Where's that word gone? Oh, working on a recording object. Project. Object. I think people might even just skip over that actually and not even notice it. Working on a recording project. Yes. Let's just finish off with paragraph 14. See, we haven't done all of these. These haven't got any done, and I don't think there are any more at all. So Wailer wasn't comfortable with touring, and he left the group in 1973. Tosh started a solo career. That's a phrase, isn't it? A solo career. Marley continued to produce hit after hit with No Woman, No Cry, Revolution. And I like this one. Them belly full but be hungry. That's not why, it's we, I think. So we've come to an end. I hope we had a bit of fun. We needed some more, really, didn't we? Some more of these. But which was it? Which was your favourite one? Mine, I like yearning, and I like that one we invented about inhale instead of in jail. Did anybody have any favourites? Maybe that one was quite good. Audited, because I like that one. He's working in the accounts office.
Yeah.
But this one I think was one of my favourites. A yearning point in Marley's life, because that makes you, it conjures up a kind of strange, funny image of him at this time of life yearning for something that he couldn't achieve. A turning point, yearning point. Okay, well, I'll see you tomorrow anyway. So thanks for coming. It was a bit of fun. See you all tomorrow.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.